Giggleum, and welcome back to Ratchet and Clank. We went through all of what we can of Battalia, but all of Gaspar. And, yeah, I'm looking rather beat up. As you can tell, we already have everything here, and you can easily go back to any planet you've been to, like, for any, like, things you've missed, like trophies and the like. And you know that there will be some, or any skill points, and, well, not skill points, bolts. But there will be stuff that we're going to have to go back to. But we don't have the stuff to go back to. We have the stuff that we need to move forward with. Starting with Orxon. Yep. We're going to be visiting this planet a bit. Like one time where we have to basically visit it as Clank. I'm sorry to spoil that so soon, but I'm going off of memory and such. Sorry about that noise. Ugh, my desk is a bit cluttered. So, planet Orxon. A planet with such a gaseous atmosphere that you cannot have Ratchet go out. Like, look at him. Yeah. We need an O2 mask for Ratchet to survive on this planet. So, we're going to be here for a bit. We're not going to be able to get any of the gold bolts. In fact, one of the gold bolts here is probably the worst to get simply because of what you have to do. So what does that mean? Well, it's time to play Lemmings. Kinda. We have Gadgebots again, and that sounds so wrong the way I had to say it. I'm so sorry. But because of these bots that we have, we now have to solve puzzles with them, and we're going to be solving a lot of them. This planet's going to appear a lot larger, simply because of Clank's sheer size. And we're not going to be entering that particular upper area for a long time, or how I say, until we reach the next planet and have to get something from there. So yeah, follow, everyone follow, and then enter. Basically, Clank is telling them what to do. There's a reason why I call it Lemmings. Like, it's Lemmings and Clank. That's what it is. Let's see. It's on brand with my channel. And I only covered, the main Lemmings game and No More Lemmings. I have not played Lemmings 2 all the way through. Oh, we... attack. There we go. Strength in numbers. And now we have an exit. They can accept 3 of these Gadgebots. I really don't like saying that. And that's level clear. No, it's not. That's just me saying it because Lemmings. Oh, there we go. I try not to take too much damage in these parts, but I know playing as Clank can be a bit on the slow side simply because you only have your punches and you only have Gadgebots. And you need to use these Gadgebots wisely to get the results that you need. Like, there's nothing particularly back there. In fact, there are some areas we're not going to be able to visit until we get the O2 mask. And we're going to see what that O2 mask has in store. But boy, am I not looking forward to revisiting this planet simply because of that. Like, at the very least, I can revisit certain planets for certain gold bolts. But yeah, there'll be certain places where these things cannot go up. So you kind of have to basically gather them all together. And then you'd have to enter them into portals so that way they can go up. It's not like you can assign them climbers. Like, you can only assign them 4 skills. And we just have to find the little thing that lets them go up. Oh wait, the stairs, right. It's been a while since I've played it, so of course I'm going to have some I'm gonna have some trouble remembering certain things. Just be careful. Just be wary of those TNT boxes. You do not want to accidentally blow up your gadgets, otherwise you're gonna have to go back and get them. In you go. And of course we're missing one. Alright, who got left behind? I'm gonna have to scan because I swear if I needed to take down one of the bots and such. I keep forgetting I can't do long jumps with Clank. I probably entered everyone in too early, blah. Ay, ay, ay. Like, oh no, no, okay. He was just right there, okay. Attack! Alright. Follow. Now, do it again. Attack! It hit me, but somehow missed them. Count your blessings. Alright, enter. Now all of you, into the exit. Now imagine 3D Lemmings with these things. I want to try to get my hands on a PlayStation copy of that game, but I just can't seem to find it on Amazon, only eBay. And eBay can be very you get what you paid for, but no, I think that applies more to AliExpress or something. Anyways, for this one, you need to step on these things and ask for your subordinates to cross the door. So that way they can make it past the door, and you can actually step off of it. Now for the reverse. Get everyone onto the door, and then tell them to wait. Now, you can't get past this. Clank does not have enough power to punch through these boxes. So, I mean, he can blow them up, sure. But the real reason is because they want you to stand on this and tell everyone to follow. And now that we have 4... Wait. I got flustered. I'm sorry. But now that we have 4... I don't think we can destroy this. Nope. We tell them to enter. I want to say there's more. No, yeah, there has to be more here. There's one here. Eventually, we're going to be taking control of 10. And we're going to be here for a bit. So, we're going to tell everyone to wait. So that way, they can stay stationary while we go to the other side and open up the way. So, blow this up first. Otherwise, your little friends will get a face full of explosions, and you have to gather them all again. So, now, follow. Sir, follow. And then, enter. Now that we're all here, into that exit. You can probably make an entire Lemmings graphic set based on this. But we're still got a long ways to go. This is a very long section. But now we've cleared one part of it. The Magna Boots. I see what they did there.
These Magna Boots are a device designed for climbing.
Now, we're not done here. There's a reason. There's another thing we need to go for, and it involves getting the infobot for our next planet. This involves having to cross these little gadgebots across dangerous locations. A lot of the areas before were like literal child's play because they were a lot safer to cross. This, however, isn't. You have to deal with situations where you need to make sure that you're crossing carefully, so that way you're not putting your robots in harm's way. You want to make sure that when they cross it, all of them make it across without taking a hit. So now while it's still Lemmings, it's also cannon fodder. And have you ever heard the song to Cannon Fodder? Never been so much fun. I felt so guilty listening to that song, like when I first heard it. Let's just say current events at the time. Like poor Advance Wars. It needed those cells, and then current events happened. I swear that series is cursed. Follow. Now we need to get back to you. Yep, you got blown up in the action. Now you must follow. Now, it's time for the 1,000 March. Whoa. Yeah. Careful. Oh. Okay. First things first. Everyone, wait. Of course, one guy gets blown up. Now we have to find which one it was. Like, I'm not kidding. This part of this level is going to take a bit. You follow. Now let's get across without stubbing your toe on the bomb. Okay, now that everyone is here, everyone follow. Now for the next obstacle. Getting across all this without taking a hit by any of those trails. You have to observe these little particles and have to hope that your little bots can make it across. Just observe, wait, and then go. But sometimes my least favorite thing about this particular area is when your bots get caught. They caught on a ledge. And then when you notice you have 5, all you can think of is, oh gosh, what did they do now? So yeah, you kind of have to be careful around this part. Because it can be very easy to just get your little your little lemmings caught. Ugh, gosh. Oh gosh. Uh-oh. Of course. You guys wait while I get the one guy that thought, where do I go? Why did all of you follow? You guys almost got yourself, like lasered. Seriously, how did all of you follow that when the laser was active? Fortunately, we're now just in a much more manageable part. Like, it's literally just a linear pathway. No obstacles to worry about except for... Okay. Wait. This is what I hate about this area. This one little guy thinks that it hits a wall and he can't freaking move. Follow. And I mean only you follow. Seriously. Now, everyone follow. Now, please, all of you make it. Okay. Is everyone here on the count of 4? Good. Enter. Like, literally, this little section took 15 minutes. And counting. So now, we're going to be gathering 10 of these guys. The further we go in, the more we need. And I think this is the last section to have these. Like, I don't think, like, any of the other later sections would have them. Fortunately, we don't need to worry about losing them. This is a very controlled area where you can actually gather your friends back up so easily. And again, you need 10. Attack! Now, they can only go up to a certain distance unless you guide them there. The reason why I set them to attack is because we have a few stragglers here. We have this one. We have this one. And now all they need to do is follow us as we lead to the attack. Because there are a lot more mooks. Ugh. And that's why. Again, fortunately, follow. Fortunately, everyone is close by. Follow. And, okay, as soon as we get close enough, attack! There. Attack! Okay, I think one of our bots got destroyed. Like, there are a lot of them here. You know what, let's take care of this one while we still can. There. Let's free some more bots. And let's double check around the area. Let's do a bit of a sweep. Okay. No casualties this time. Okay. Good. Now we can take our 10 friends and get them to the exit. And what do we do when we have a bunch of lemmings that are still blockers and we cannot blow them up with bombers? Wrong selection. Enter. Well, we pressed the nuke button. Yep. Now I know I'm missing bolts and all that, but let's be real here. We got an infobot that we needed, and I don't think I would leave this planet without getting it.
Better not let Ratchet see this one.
Now, you can just turn in certain items individually, but be real here, get them both, and I don't think I was supposed to clip through that. PlayStation 2 logic, anyway. Me. So, let's go back in.
Hey! You giving me these or not?
They are magnetic. I appear to be stuck to them.
Oh. What do you have in there?
Gears, metal filings, dust.
You know what I mean. What is it?
I will show you this, but you must promise to stay focused on our mission.
Is it something about Quark?
Cities are full of smog, swamps are full of muck, and tar pits are full of tar. But here at Joe I Resort, the sun shines 24 hours a day. Visitors get a free O2 mask to explore our warm waters. The benign marine life will welcome you to the big blue world under the sea. You can also use our complimentary flippers to partake in speed swimming. So come to Joe I Resort and leave your world and your troubles behind.
Joai Resort, Pokitaru.
I knew it.
Oh, come on. Switch off your nerd circuits and have some fun. Look, we'll go just long enough to pick up the O2 mask.
Perhaps the extra oxygen will help your brain to function properly.
Yeah, and maybe the salt water will rust your mouth shut.
Just kiss already. But yeah. Like, we're only 20 minutes into the recording, so now that we got the Magna Boots, let's take care of some business left over on... There it is. Nope. Where is it? There it is. Iridia. There's actually a gold bolt that we can now get. So now that we're back here, all we need to do is go back through this way. And turn around. Next we need to go to our gadgets and equip the Magna Boots. With these, well, behold! Now, these things can be a pain to walk with if you're playing on the PlayStation Vita. Why? Because you're dealing with very sensitive sticks. But right here is the last gold bolt of this planet. So yeah, let's just smash these boxes because they're here, and we can smash them with Ratchet because they're more fun with Ratchet and we have more options. And head back to Battalia, because quite literally, I'm not looking forward to going back to Battalia, even one part so soon. So yeah, it's not much of a revisit, but I'll see you there. So now that we're here, the first thing I am going to worry about is just opening the path before getting the sand mouse back out. So come on. While we're on the ride, let's, nope, not use that. Nope. Equip. Because we're gonna need it. Now, I will tell you this right now. These things can be a bit of a pain to deal with if you're playing the PlayStation Vita version. Because, yeah, we're talking about a very sensitive control stick with this. Like, if you're playing the PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 3 version, you should have more control. But on the Vita, your control is very loose. Very loose. Like, uncomfortably loose. And on top of that, you can't even bring up your weapon select or bring out your guns. You are stuck with the wrench in this form. And there are very few areas where you need to use this. And boy, that's, like, while the Vita versions are perfectly playable, they got issues. Like, I can commend them for trying to shove, like, 3 PlayStation 2 games inside of a Vita, but... And even then, the Vita is basically a glorified Android device. Like, so much so that you can run Vita games on a homebrewed Nintendo Switch. But this is why I was going to worry about just opening the pathway first. So now with that open, let's worry about these guys. Ugh. I really don't like these things. Oh yeah, let's destroy that before we do anything else. Like, I'm just clearing the floor before we have to get our little sand mouse to destroy the remaining tanks. So I will be right back when we have our little sound mouse. Yeah, the mouse that makes music. So you're gonna have to go through all across that and such. Let's go into our gadgets and take these off just in case. Actually, I'm just gonna put these on because Ratchet needs some shoes. I prefer to have Ratchet in proper footwear, thank you. I just don't feel comfortable when anyone just has bare feet in dangerous environments. Like seriously, you're going to hurt your feet. You don't want to hurt your feet. You need those for walking. Wrong one. Forget, it's the one thing that is a 2-clef note. There we go. So get them out and hurry the heck up, because apparently they're on a time limit. If this was just a weapon that you can summon at any point, I'm pretty sure I would like the Sand Mouse more, but there's probably a reason why you have the Zircon instead in the remake. Like, I've yet to play the remake, and people say it's the most disappointing thing, and I'm like, then what about the game, huh? I'm pretty sure the game is fun. Oh, right. Game still thinks I have them on. Yeah. We need to get them in, and fast. Because we need to make sure that it shoots these tanks. You do not want it to take a single tank hit. Now, please make sure that it shoots down this tank. And as you saw right there, it just basically popped out of existence again. So, yeah. Now you know why the skill point sucks? That, like, it could probably dodge so many darn hits in a row, and the game will still think that it just got flicked by an invisible hand. Like, seriously, what was their thought process about that? What was the thought process making them just disappear whatever the heck it wants? Hey. Now you know why that skill point sucks? I'll ask you again when we get it. What? Okay then. What is with things just suddenly sliding? Because if we don't hurry, this thing will just basically pretend that it just didn't exist. Okay, good. We don't have to get all the tanks in one point. We don't need to use this thing again. Yay! We just only have one more skill point to earn, and you can probably earn this by complete accident. So, let's go up here and talk to Big Al.
Hey, I know you two.
Look, the plumber's back.
Very funny.
What are you doing here, sir?
Maintenance. What else? I helped fix this planet's useless air defenses.
Well, I think you'd better hurry up.
The turret works fine, you little yahoo. It's the locals. They haven't got the skilled manpower to use it.
I'm a pretty good shot.
You? No, I could lose my job.
Oh, come on. What's the sense of keeping up a turret if nobody's gonna use it? Besides, the Blarg chased you off the last planet. Why don't we pay him back?
Well, all right, go on if you want. Just don't break anything.
So now we can use the turret. Our little sand mouse just already imploded anyway. But yeah, basically there's one skill point that you can earn here, and you also want to be aware of the missiles before they arrive. Otherwise, you'll be eating missile, and even if your target is locked onto it, guess what? The game will still say that you took a hit, such as like right now. It can be your turret is very slow. It can be very easy to get blown up by the rockets and such. So be aware that when something goes white and such, something glows white and such, you want to make sure that you take care of it before it gets before that white glow becomes red. Now there is a trophy or a skill point here that you can get by complete accident, but you have to hope that you have enough time to shoot down a ship with this turret. Otherwise, I think this thing is just locked out, or otherwise I think you're locked out until you can actually, you know, do New Game Plus and you reach this part of the planet. Like, basically, you have to shoot one of the ships out of the sky. Ugh. Can I please shoot one of the ships out of the sky before? Nope.
Awake. You're lucky I was here to drag your unconscious keister out of that turret. Good news is, I got the cannon fixed again.
I expect to see that a lot trying to do this one, especially on your first go, because quite literally, if you're not wary of your surroundings, you're going to be eating a lot of missiles. Especially from the ships you're trying to shoot from, or shoot at. And when you're not trying to shoot at them, guess what? They could be ships that are shooting from behind you. So basically, just try to aim at them before they aim at you. There is a skill point here, and you need to make sure to shoot down one of the. Yep, there we go. We got it by complete accident. You'll more than likely get it by complete accident, but if in case you don't get it by complete accident, you might as well just take the death and try again. Oy. There we go. Blew him up. Now, personally, the next planet after this, we can technically get a skill point after we get the O2 mask, but wait until you have the Hydro Pack. We're going to be going to another planet that has it, and I recommend you get it from there before you do. Now, this last ship is going to probably shoot a lot of missiles. So if you have any visual of any missile ahead of time, destroy it as fast as possible. Come on. Anytime now. Also, that was not Big Al, that was the plumber. Man, this last ship has a lot of... There we go. Did I seriously do that without taking a single hit?
Well, well, well. Looks like he's good for something after all. Here, take this.
What is it?
It detects underground bolts. My grandfather designed it to suck up loose change on any planet in the galaxy. What a cheap old man he was. Well, see you around sometime.
Since you now own the metal detector, a bolt icon will show up on screen whenever you are near a buried stash of bolts. When equipped, the metal detector will give you signals to indicate your proximity to the buried bolts. The detector plate will always indicate the direction to the bolts. Hold down the circle button to activate the device. As you move closer to the bolts, the rings will become redder and the beeping will become faster. Continue holding down the circle button, and once you are directly over the bolts, the metal detector will suck them out of the ground.
We now have the metal detector, but we did that without taking a single hit. That's amazing. You do not need this thing. The metal detector is good for your first playthrough, you could say. You can sweep planets if you need some extra bolt, but you don't need this. You really don't. It's only for getting extra bolts and dying. It's only good for getting extra bolts, but that's it. That's all that's for. There's like nothing you need for that. There's nothing that you don't need that you can't already get and such. But yeah, that's every skill point and every bolt here. So let's return to this ship and call it apart, because next stop we're going on a vacation, or at least it would be if it weren't for the danger inside. So yeah. So as soon as we get on the little hovercraft back, we're gonna do the outro. Because thank goodness I'm done with that skill point, and all we have to worry about is other stuff. Okay, if you want to donate, there are a couple links in the description below. Any amount will help. If if you want to follow this Let's Play and any others like it, it's just to click the subscribe button and the bell, and you'll be on your way, but you don't have to if you don't want to. The thought is appreciated. I hope you're taking really good care of yourself, and I shall now bid you adieu.